Happy Halloween, everybody! So fun, so festive. I hope everyone is staying safe and having a good time. Today I'm gonna be taking my little pumpkin here and we're gonna put him to good use. We're gonna make some roasted pumpkin seeds and make some vegetable broth with the pulp and take the flesh and make a puree, which I kind of want to make into a pumpkin butter, so that might be happening. And then the skin, we're gonna make some pumpkin chips because every year over 1 billion pounds of pumpkins are just thrown away and they obviously create methane like all of our food waste. So before this little one gets rotten, we're gonna make them into some yummy treats. The only part we're not going to be using in these snacks is the stem, obviously, but I have seen some people make, they use different fabrics and stuff them like just decorative little stuffed pumpkin things. They just look like fabric pumpkins basically, and they've taken the stems off real pumpkins and dried them and preserved them and then sewn them on to the fabric pumpkin to make a little decoration. I'll link a blog post about that below that I found, and then you're literally using the entire pumpkin, which is so cool. So cool. So I got my pumpkin and chopped it up, and then I separated out the seeds, the pulp, all the stringy bits, the flesh, and the skin of the pumpkin, so I could use them all in different ways. And if you carve a pumpkin, you can do this too, just save all these little bits when you're carving out your shapes. And like I'm doing, if you have just whole pumpkins, you can do it at any point as well. So here are my skins, the flesh, the pulp, and the seeds. And these are the bits I'm going to compost. So first I am rinsing off the pumpkin seeds to get all the pulp off. And then I am boiling up a pot of water and I'm going to put some salt in and the seeds in there for about 10 minutes. Once they're all boiled, I'm going to get a dish, a tray, and put some oil in there, put the seeds in there, kind of mix them around, get them all evenly coated, and then I'm going to add some salt. And then I like to mix my sweet and savory, so I'm going to put in a little bit of cinnamon. Mix it around one more time just to get everything all evenly coated. And then I'm going to pop it in the oven at 400 degrees, and I baked it for about 20 minutes. The baking time varies based on how big your seeds are, so just keep an eye on it and take them out when they turn brown. And here's the finished snack. Delicious. For the veggie broth, I'm just boiling a large pot of water and putting in the frozen veggie scraps that I've been saving over the last month or so, and then I'm going to add that pumpkin pulp for a little pumpkin-y flavor, and we're just going to pop the lid on and boil for about an hour. And then once that's done, I got a mesh bag to strain out all the veggie scraps. This is actually an old laundry bag that I use in the kitchen to strain anything that needs a fine strain, but use whatever you got laying around. And that's just going in a jar. Pretty easy peasy. So I'm taking all the fleshy bits of the pumpkin and putting it in a pan all by itself at 400 degrees once again for about 40 minutes, or until you can pierce it with a fork pretty easily. And then I'm just blending that up all on its own until it's nice and smooth. And if it's hard to blend, you can add a little bit of water. And that's just going straight in a jar to use in future recipes. So I'm putting some oil on a silicone baking mat, and then I am just zhuzhing the pumpkin skins all around in the oil so that they all get evenly coated. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, and they're just going in the oven at 400 degrees again for about 45 minutes. And honestly, I can't really call them chips. They're a little too thickly cut to be chips, but they're still pretty delicious. I would say if you want actual chips though, peel them a little thinner. Thanks for watching, y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a safe and happy holidays. Be sure to like this video and hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.